And
Recording has started.
so we start.
Yeah.
So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to day 2 of the webinar on the integration of artificial intelligence into higher education, teaching and learning. Let me begin with reminding you about the rules of participation. Let me check this. So, housekeeping rules. This is important for the smooth flow of our today's webinar. So please mind that as you are admitted to the webinar, you are muted and your cameras are off. And please go to chat for greetings, thoughts, emotions, and questions to each other. But use Q&A section for questions to our presenters, to the speakers. And if you want to speak, please use raise your hand option because your microphone is muted all the time. Then you will be unmuted. And then at the end of the seminar, we will share with you the QR code for feedback. So please stay until the end to fill in the feedback. So all the materials are shared in the folder that has been shared with you prior to the meeting, and it will be uploaded with new materials at the end of today's session. So I will stop this and stop sharing this. Yes. And so just a brief recap of what we had yesterday. Yesterday, the day 1 of our webinar focused on the policy framework. Excuse me. Yes. And the main guidelines for deploying AI at EU level. And we observed the main principles which are exercised at LUT University. And here I want to share with you yet with another file. Let me do this. Okay, can you see this?
It's coming, yes.
Okay, yes, and we refer to EU AI Act, effective as of 2026, which regulates AI development and deployment. And this is 200 billion euro investment is foreseen in AI in coming years. What is important for AI users, as was mentioned by our experts, first of all, it is the security issue that we're not recommended to upload confidential information while prompting, and transparency, ethics, and academic integrity, that it is recommended to mark AI-generated or modified information properly. This is a specific recommendation also for students and teachers. And to-do list, it is a recommendation to all the national institutions to have some guidelines established, and to use the EU strategy and try to harmonize them with the national policies and establish guidelines and to have something to follow. And an advice from our speakers is to rethink how we teach. Recommendation is to redesign the learning objectives, the assessment methods, and delegate parts of teaching to AI. And of course, there is an important recommendation to follow closely what is happening in the labor market, what are the competencies required, and to follow the developments and try to develop those skills and competencies which are relevant for the labor market. And today we will shift our focus to the practical application of AI. I would like to thank all of the participants for their time to complete the survey. Based on your responses, it is clear that today's agenda aligns with your interests and expectations, as many of you expressed a desire to see more practical examples on how AI can be applied in a real-world contexts. And we will begin with an introduction to the AI fundamentals everyone should know, followed by an interactive quiz to reinforce key concepts. Then we will explore practical examples and case studies that demonstrate AI in action. And finally, we will conclude the webinar with a hands-on exercise on human and AI collaboration, giving you an opportunity to apply what you have learned in a practical setting. So, and now let me welcome our international experts from LUT University, Finland, Professor Leonid Chechurin and Anna Kruzenshtern, to guide us through day 2. So, dear Anna, dear Leonid, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mariana. Thank you, everyone, for coming again to us. That means that makeup was good in the first day. Yeah, before Anna hits the road and presents her 200 PowerPoint slides, I not 200, yes. I want to say that, yeah, we got very nice feedback from you. Thank you for this. We also did some statistic. Yesterday, we had more than 300 unique users. That is great. And the average time you spent with us was 90 minutes. It means that somehow we were like, successful in having you in the class and having you valuable attention here. So we got 28 positive emotions, including 6 hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. So far, yes, as Mariana Jan already nicely announced, we today we go from formal rules and budgets to practical applications. That is why I don't have necktie today, so to indicate that today we have a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. And still, that is very good practice if you place your questions in Q&A session, because then we can answer all them and they become a part of Q&A that we share with you, while you can share emotions in chat. That is all from, let's say, from the beginning. This time I will be at your service mostly in answering your questions in chat and Q&A session, while Anna will be the main presenter, teacher, and master of the ceremony today. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Now, please
shut up. Now, please shut up.
Mute. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, nice. Today you managed, not yesterday. Okay, hello again. My name is Anna Kruzenshtern, and I'm happy to be with you today. Thank you. Great thanks to Mariana Jan and all Armenian colleagues for invitation. And let's start. We have a lot of things to do and not that much time. So I need to share my screen. Can you see?
Oh, it's coming. Yes.
Okay.
We'll do presenter mode. Presenter mode. Yes. Perfect. Yes.
Let me invite you to spend next 20 minutes on a dense but hopefully engaging journey. Why are you laughing?
Nice.
Through the basics of AI. My ambition is to avoid repeating things you have probably already known and have heard a million times already. And I hope to tell you something new to let you learn something new for you and at least help you understand something better and deeper. So let me start with a simple question. As educators, teachers, researchers, and perhaps students, what do we actually need to know about AI basics today? I believe that whenever we find ourselves in a new environment, the first step is to develop an understanding of how that environment works. We need to build awareness, form our own opinion, and develop an informed attitude. Only then can we make good decisions and act efficiently. So what are the AI basics that are really worth knowing for you? March 2023. More than 1,000 researchers and technology leaders signed an open letter calling for a pause in the development of the most powerful AI systems. Among them, signatures were Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, Joshua Bengio, and many others. May 2023, the leaders of OpenAI, DeepMind, and Anthropic signed a public statement declaring mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other social scale risks, such as pandemics and nuclear war. For the first time, leaders of the frontier AI industry publicly acknowledged human extinction as a legitimate AI risk. May 2024, frontier AI safety commitments. Companies committed to identify severe risks, publish safety frameworks, evaluate dangerous capability before deployment, and establish a threshold beyond which additional safeguards are required. This was the first time that major AI companies collectively accepted that some future AI systems may require extraordinary safety control. There are also several great statements. And finally, in October 2025, we have a letter calling for a ban of super intelligent AI. More than 700 signatories, including Steve Wozniak, and a lot of scientists, political figures, and policy leaders. Core message is super intelligent AI should not be developed until it can be demonstrated to be safe and controllable. The letter argued that timelines to super intelligence may be much shorter than previously assumed and that humanity is not prepared. No, and at the end of 2025, Eliezer Yudkowsky and Nate Soares published their book, If Anyone Built It, Everyone Dies, Why Superhuman AI Would Kill Us All. Let me introduce the authors. Eliezer Yudkowsky is one of the most influential and controversial voices in AI safety, arguing that superintelligent AI could ultimately lead to humanity's extinction. Nate Soares is the leading AI alignment researcher and president of Machine Intelligence Research Institute, where he has spent more than a decade studying how humanity might safely coexist with increasingly powerful AI systems. Eliezer Yudkowsky argues that once AI systems become significantly more intelligent than humans, humanity may lose the ability to control them. His central claim is that intelligence and goals are independent. A super-intelligent system does not need to hate humans to destroy us. It is if its objectives are even slightly misaligned with human values, it may rationally seek power, resources, and self-preservation while treating humanity as an obstacle. Because superintelligence could potentially outperform humans in science, strategy, persuasion, and technological development, Yudkowsky believes that a single failure of alignment could lead to irreversible loss of human control over civilization. But you will ask, what is this scary superhuman AI or superintelligence? There is no universally accepted definition of superintelligent AI. Different researchers describe it in a slightly different manner. However, they all point to essentially the same idea. So rather than trying to give a perfectly precise definition, let me offer intuition. A superintelligent AI is an artificial intelligence that significantly outperforms humans, not just in one task, but across most of all cognitive activities that we associate with intelligence. In other words, imagine the world's best scientist, engineer, physician, programmer, teacher, and entrepreneur. A superintelligent AI would outperform all of them, not only within the individual fields, but across almost every domain of human thinking. Why are they so pessimistic? Many AI safety researchers say there are serious risks and we need to study them carefully. But Yudkowsky goes much further. He argues, we do not even know what a solution would look like. Now we will have a mini debate.
Should I start it? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And on the next slides, you will see several arguments by Eliezer Yudkowsky, followed by counter-arguments from other respected researchers. For each pair, please decide which side you find more convincing, whose position you trust more, and whose reasoning seems stronger. Then vote for A or B, and let's imagine there is no option C, I don't know, as we must take a decision anyway. So,
should I start?
Yes, please start.
Okay, please, let's save the world. There is a pool. We are going to start, and you have to choose. So people mostly on the left say that we all die, and people on the right say we die, but not tomorrow. So, and you have you have to select how do you feel with whom you are. So again, there are people that alerting that AI is dangerous, and people who say that no, not yet. Okay, mini debates, right?
Yes.
I launch it. Yeah, I mean, possibly most of you now can see it, right?
But maybe people could not see the screen.
Can you see, Mariana Jan? Can
see the screen.
Yes, we see the screen.
you see the screen and the pool, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, then so the question are
Yes.
not
One by one,
easy.
please.
Yes,
By one.
we will spend some time.
Yeah.
So this is the first slide.
People already go through all questions.
Yes, but
Stop it. Hold on. You
yes,
didn't see the
but
question.
you cannot see arguments and counter arguments.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how to go
You
through
go one by one. Yes.
Okay, then if everybody already have
Doing it. Yeah.
seen the first one, let's go further. Thank. I cannot.
Yes, it's coming. Yes.
This
It was the first. Second one, AI becomes possible of proving its own design. So AI can manage to improve itself. That is dangerous. And Peter is saying, no, it's fine. We cannot do it.
This means this question is how much time do we have before it emerges?
Emerge rapidly, yeah. So one is like it's self-developing, that is dangerous because it's not under control. And Peter Norvik is saying no worries.
No, not no worries. but we do not know exactly. So
We don't know exactly means no, don't worry. Okay.
next is interesting question. Can AI deceive humans? Eliezer Yudkowsky believes that for sure.
I understand that revealing with two objectives would lead. Yes, that is a bit as funny as dangerous, that because AI could start advising us on a way that is preferable for AI. And there are already scientifically proven experiments on it, yeah? And that is what Yudkowsky warns us. And Andrew Ng is saying that, yeah, it's speculative, everything is fine, everything is under control, it is not as dangerous as a chair. Okay?
Don't be speculative.
Okay.
Speculative.
Let's go. Fundamentally unsolved. Humanity does not currently know there are aligned with the human values. Yeah, it is also a bit, I mean, everyone could have this experience if you ask like ethical questions from AI and it answers. So it could be easily revealed that it's not, that sometimes it is biased. So, and it is not aligned with the human values. Okay, and Yudkowsky warns us about it. And other researchers, Stuart Russell, says what? Don't worry, right? This is my typical.
It's difficult, but
Okay.
The fact that it is difficult doesn't mean that it is impossible.
Yeah, so keep answering. How was your feeling about it in these debates? Okay.
He believes in intensive research.
Nice. A, B. We cannot see the question. I cannot see the questionnaire, someone is saying.
Look, maybe you can.
QR code? Okay, I will try to get the QR code quickly. So I get the QR code and I can share it possibly. Mini debates. You can share this with your meeting. Zoom meeting, share, and then select this browser. Okay, let me do it. Copy, and then I go back to Zoom, and then I select share. And trying. Zoom meeting, select share, and then okay, and I will do it. Then means quickly. Can you see this now? Those who missed the way to connect to the questionnaire, can you quickly scan one QR code or print screen because I go back? Okay, please.
Should I see it on the screen, the QR code? I think they do not see it.
Yeah.
No, we don't see it, they say.
They cannot see.
They cannot see the QR code? Okay. Okay,
No.
Let's go ahead anyway. We need to. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the question we have already.
Okay. Next one. We keep going.
No.
Okay.
This one.
That was the last one. Who is more convincing? Should I develop be post? Should be stop until we understand what is happening. Yeah. This is a cautious approach. Yudkowsky says that we should not go ahead with AI until we understand all the consequences. And Joshua Benjo is saying that, yeah, the goal should not be a permanent halt, but strong international governance. Okay. It's a bit like nuclear weapon development. Oh, let's go ahead and see what happens. Yeah. Okay. We have 66 answers, 67 and still counting, almost 44% of participants. Then we can see the opinions. So in general, all options A means we should stop it.
We can open in browser.
Yeah. Okay.
We can just
we end the poll and
end the poll.
We end the poll. Nice. And we share the result. Yeah.
Open in browser.
Okay. View results from browser.
Yes.
Okay. Good. I'm seeing it.
Can you see the result in browser?
No, because I need to share the screen. That is the thing. Okay, can you see the results of the poll?
Yes, I can.
Okay, and I will quickly show my screen to have some comments on the whole experiment. I would say this one. Okay. Okay, let me get rid from the mess a bit. Did it go away? It's here. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Okay,
so
what is happening?
in the
Anna, can you comment on it?
I'm just curious which one is
Okay, first question. Most of
Which-
people believe we have to stop AI.
not stop. Will AI inevitably seek power? The
Yes.
question. Yes.
Yes.
People believe that
Yes.
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 Can superintelligence emerge rapidly?
Yes. Mostly.
AI deceive humans. Of
Yes,
course.
no question. Is
The
alignment fundamental?
fundamental
Yes. There's a
Mistake.
strange pattern that A is always wins. Yeah. Could one mistake be irreversible? So we are pessimistic here too. So, and finally, should AI deployment be paused? No. That is interesting. So also we are scared and understand that we are not driving the situation, but we still believe that we have to go ahead.
Yeah.
In simple words.
Good.
Okay, I stop
We
sharing.
want to know how it ends.
We want what?
We want to know how it will end.
Yeah, in our lives. We want to see
Yes.
it is that typical for researchers, I have to say, that people are scared but want to see what is the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's go further. Так. Ну вот.
This. I would immediately comment that, from August, we have to mark such a presentation that it was AI supported and generated. Anna did not mark it, and we already, quarreled on it. So because there are a lot of pictures that are AI generated, but
This is true only for pictures. This is obligatory for pictures which can be taken as a real world picture.
No, you mislead
Yes.
people that you created it, but you used AI to create it. That is the thing. We should not mislead our students with the contents we generated. Pause. Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay. At this point, we find ourselves in a situation of profound uncertainty. Humanity have never before had to coexist with an intelligence that, at least in some domains, can outperform humans. That means we have to know historical precedents to guide us. No one can honestly tell you exactly what the long-term consequences will be. Throughout history, however, humanity has managed uncertainty in one remarkably successful way. By observing the world, collecting evidence, testing hypotheses, and gradually building better models of reality. So when discussing AI, especially its potential risks, it is worth putting emotion aside. For a moment, neither enthusiasm nor fear is a reliable guide. Instead, let us look at what researchers have already discovered, what evidence is beginning to accumulate, and which hypotheses are currently being investigated. Interestingly, today's research is moving far beyond the question of whether AI helps students write essays or solve problems. Researchers are increasingly asking what prolonged interaction with AI may do to the human mind. The strongest body of evidence concerns cognitive offloading. Several recent studies suggest that frequent reliance on AI may reduce the amount of cognitive effort people invest in solving problems themselves. Closely related is metacognition, our ability to judge how well we actually understand something. Some findings suggest that AI may create an illusion of competence, making people more confident without necessarily improving their understanding. Another important line of research concerns human agency. If AI increasingly proposes solutions, writes text, and supports decision, where is the boundary between assistance and replacement? At what point do we stop making our own judgment? Finally, researchers have begun exploring how AI affects identity and human relationships. AI companions, long-term conversational systems, and highly personalized assistants raise new questions about emotional attachment, self-perception, and the formation of identity. None of these questions has a definitive answer yet, but together they outline one of the most important research agendas emerging in AI and education today. And you remember yesterday, Emma Harutian mentioned this problem. She asked,
Yes,
what happened?
Emma Harutian, yes.
Yes, yeah. And now that we have a brief overview of how researchers study the impact of AI on humanity, let's look at the topic from the different perspective. How many of you actually know how AI works? Why it is called artificial intelligence, and what, if anything, do these algorithms have in common with human intelligence? If this is still something of terra incognita, I think it's worth spending a few minutes developing an intuition about how these systems work. Today, most of our interaction with AI happen through generative models. In fact, many people use the term AI and ChatGPT almost interchangeably, as if they meant the same thing. So now let me give you a very short non-technical explanation of how generative AI works, just in a nutshell. Now, it's a big fact that generative models have already become our everyday mates. We resort to their help in almost any situation. Indeed, for most everyday AI systems that perform human-like tasks, writing, chatting, translating, generating images or code, the core model are generative models. They work by modeling data distributions and producing new output rather than selecting from fixed rules. Generative models are models that learn the underlying structure of data and can produce new examples or samples similar to what they were trained on. Sampling means drawing one possible output from the model's probability distribution, which is why results can vary. Many practical systems still combine generative models with non-generative components, like classifiers, rule-based logic, to improve accuracy, safety, and control. But today's human-like AI feels intelligent mainly because generation, not classification, is the core. When preparing for the lecture, I had a small problem, as I had forgotten what the source of the picture is. I asked ChatGPT if it could not find the original and suggest to redraw my own version. I agreed, and now guess which one is masterpiece of AI. Please.
Okay, the next one.
Open, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that is called. Sorry, what I had to open?
Нужно.
What?
Pool.
Pool again. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Which one? It is Gen AI picture.
Yes.
Launch.
Yes.
Should I start?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. New.
It has only one question.
Aha. Okay.
You need to vote. You need to understand which one is fake.
Yeah, it's a Turing test. There are two pictures,
And
almost identical.
And please try to explain why you take this decision. Okay, maybe it's enough.
Stop it.
The-
Yeah,
the-
already.
the
Yeah,
ca-
40 people. Yeah. Because it has some errors, people say.
Which one has errors?
I don't see the picture, someone complains.
Sorry.
Sorry for this. It is possibly still in our main screen. The right one. Hello cat is identified as a dog.
Exactly.
It can be.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The right picture doesn't has sense, because if we explain that there are two distributions of cats and of dogs, so we can take samples from cats, only cats, and
Very nice.
so the right picture is
Picture 2 is generated. Green area is generated. Okay.
okay.
The right one, I think. The right one is Jay. Okay. Should we end the poll then? Thank
Yes.
you so much for your active, and I will share total results. That means most of us are able to recognize AI work from human work. Yeah, most of us, but not all.
Actually, most of us can look thoroughly and understand what is.
Okay, that's it. I stop sharing.
Yeah,
Say good.
funny picture
Yeah.
from ChatGPT.
Yeah. Okay.
So, так, let's move it.
So many.
So don't worry. I'm just showing you samples of slides which we use to present the topic to master students of industrial engineering management as a part of the course Inventive Design, Leonid's course Inventive Design. The idea is to give students slightly extended intuition how it works under the hood, while the goal is not just to understand AI technically, but to develop an informed engineering mindset, learning how to work with AI critically and thoughtfully, neither blindly trusting it nor dismissing it. Так. And
This is a slide to scare. Yeah.
this is 4 slides.
Yeah, but this is how we teach music to deaf people. Even people without mathematical background, we try to give an impression of what is AI, what is behind of it. Yes.
And now a very brief summary for you without technical details. Those who are interested can dive deeper looking through the list of links after the class. Well, why does generative AI seems intelligent? Today, generative AI systems write text, generate images, translate languages, and even help with programming. This often creates the impression that they understand the world in human-like way. In reality, the key idea is much simpler. A generative model learns patterns from large amount of data and then uses these patterns to create new content that looks similar to what it has seen before. The core intuition is prediction. The easiest way to understand a language model is to think of prediction. If I start a sentence with in Finland, winter usually brings, most of us would expect the next word is snow. We continuously predict what comes next when we read or listen. Large language models do the same things, but on a much larger scale. Their main task is to estimate what continuation is most likely given the context. Aha, you might said, Leonid will said. So I was right all along. There is no real meaning inside these systems.
Yeah.
Yes, just an enormous game of predicting words in a way that sounds intelligent. But that is not quite right. Because these models are trained on truly vast amount of human-generated data, they learn much more than isolated words. They capture patterns, relationships, concepts, and regularities that reflect how humans describe and understand the world. In a sense, they build an internal statistical model of reality from the traces of human knowledge embedded in language. As a result, their outputs can be surprisingly meaningful, not because the model understands the word in the same way a human does, but because it has learned many of the structures that underlie human reasoning and communication. This is why we should not dismiss LLM-generated idea oversight. They can sometimes reveal unexpected connection, suggest new perspectives, or help researchers think about familiar problems in a different way, out of the box. Their conclusions should always be evaluated critically, but they are often worth considering seriously. Where does the knowledge come from? During training, the model is exposed an enormous amount of text, as it said. Its task is surprisingly simple: repeatedly predict the next token or next word, let's say. By doing this billions of times, it gradually learns grammar, facts, writing styles, and common patterns of reasoning. The model is not memorizing every possible answer. It is learning statistical regularities of language and information. Why do hallucinations happen? This also explains why language models sometimes produce incorrect information. The model doesn't have direct access to truth. It generates what appears most plausible based on the patterns learned during training. Most of the time, this works remarkably well, but occasionally the most probable answer is simply wrong. That is why human verification remains important. How ChatGPT works? When you enter a prompt, the text is first converted into a numerical representation that the model can process. The model then analyzes the context and determines which parts of the text are most relevant to each other. This mechanism is called attention. This is the core mechanism of transformer or GPT models. It is attention. Based on the context, the model predicts the next piece of text, and then it predicts the next one and the next one, building the response step by step. The answer is generated progressively rather than retrieved from a database. What is AI agent? So far, we have mostly interacted with AI through chat interface. We ask a question, the model generates an answer, and the interaction ends there. The AI is reactive. It responds to prompts, but it doesn't take initiative or perform actions of its own. An AI agent is a step beyond that. Instead of simply answering a question, an agent is given a goal. It can break the goal into smaller tasks, decide what information it needs, use external tools, evaluate intermediate results, and continue working until the objective is achieved. For example, if you ask a chatbot, plan my trip to Paris, it will generate a suggested route. And an agent, however, could search for flight, compare hotels, check your calendar, make reservation, and return with a completed travel plan. In other words, a chatbot is like a knowledgeable consultant who answers questions, and an agent is more like an assistant who can both think and act. Importantly, the language model is still the brain of the system. What makes an agent different is that the model is connected to tools, memory, and the ability to execute multi-step workflows in pursuit of a goal. This shift from answering question to accomplishing task is one of the major direction in the current evolution of AI systems, and I'd say scary step. Well, large language models are only one family of generative AI. Other approaches generate images, audio, or video. For example, GAN create content through competition between two neural networks, while diffusion models, on the next slide, start from random noise and gradually transform it into a coherent image. Although the technologies differ, the underlying idea is the same: learn patterns from data and generate something new. You can demonstrate your video generated from picture of my dog. Yes. So if you remember only one thing after this discussion, let it be this.
So you gave the photo of your dog
Yes.
to AI and asked to generate this video. Simple words, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
The main thing, the one thing you can borrow from this discussion: generative AI does not search for ready-made answers. It generates the most plausible continuation of the context, one step at a time. With that, let me conclude the first part of our workshop, Must Know AI Basics. Today we explored what we as educators...
Conclusions on the screen? No?
No.
Okay.
Just bear.
Okay, just bear.
We explored what we as educators, university teachers, and people who can directly influence the future of education should understand about AI. We looked at some of the major existential concerns surrounding AI, reviewed what current research has discovered so far, and discussed the debates taking place within the scientific community. We also took a brief look under the hood of generative AI to develop an intuition for how these systems actually work. I hope this has provided a useful foundation for the rest of the workshop. And now we are moving further. Next station is a special quiz, and then next session, AI in a classroom. Our quiz will not be about AI basics, because we had the better idea. And
one new quiz before we go, yes?
yeah. The reason is that last year we had a development day for our department teachers in LUT. For staff teachers and researchers focused on how to navigate and growing role of AI in education while ensuring that students remain active, critical, and ethically grounded learners. During that meeting, we conducted a survey among Finnish educators. Later, we had the opportunity to repeat the same survey with participants of the Desire project, representing Georgia, Armenia, Germany, Spain, and Ireland. Now we would like to ask the same question to you. This gives us a unique opportunity to look at live data and compare responses from different audiences. Since the survey was designed in 2025, some tool names may already be slightly outdated, while new AI capabilities have appeared since then. Please do not focus much on the specific tool listed. Instead, answer question in a more broader sense. Now, please.
Okay.
Could you please
teach
start? Yes, teach experience.
I started, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, now you are supposed to go through 12 questions.
Yeah.
Some of them are very formal.
Yes, and we have 10 minutes for answering.
Please answer, because then we can compare the answers with what is happening in Finland and what is happening in Georgia, and in Armenia too, in previous surveys. That's very interesting insights, by the way. Thank you for you started answering. Should I try to generate QR code again? Maybe yes?
Maybe yes.
Okay.
Maybe some.
I generate QR code
Okay.
now. And I need to share the screen. So you can try to enter from QR code. Sharing screen. I share screen. And now QR code. Maybe you can see it now, please.
Maybe 5 minutes enough
Well,
for
yeah.
behind the schedule.
Okay. I go back or stop sharing just.
No. You do
No?
not. I will stop sharing, and then I will do
Analysis.
processing,
Okay.
and you will tell about the slides.
The experience, our experience, person. Okay, sure. It has been very nice discussion so far in chat while you are teaching. Okay, 27 only yet. Participating, please. We would love to have more representative answers because it's fun to compare, for example, what are the most painful issues from country to country, like cheating of students or accessibility of powerful subscriptions and so on. 31 already, thank you. Going. Okay. Maybe how many people went to the end already?
Couple of
21.
minutes.
Yeah, a couple of minutes more and we end the poll. Nice. Okay. We'll see results of it without any special.
While you are presenting.
Yeah, but you can see results. Okay, super. The plan is, yes, the plan is when we are done with the poll, Anna will make a very quick statistical analysis of it, yeah, and present the results while I will share some pains of using AI in my class and that almost anecdotal how to say it, framework of it. Humorous anecdotes. Okay, 4 minutes already. So 1 more minute and we are done. Yeah. So 1 more minute, please, to answer. Okay, already 65 responses. Great. Hyvä in Finnish means хорошо. Hyvä. Okay, 75. It's very nice data, by the way, we get from these surveys. And someone who wants to do research on it, you are welcome. All the data will be shared, and you know that the data is a oil for research. So you see now we can compare different countries, different communities. Oh, super nice. Okay, let me end the poll. Yeah. Yes, I'm ending it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I end the poll. Should I quickly share the results or you will do it?
I will do it.
You will do it. Oh no, so you will be intrigued. So the results will come soon in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, if you are still with us, so I can quickly have some challenges that we say when we face when we teach. Yeah, could you possibly see my screen now? It is coming, it is coming, it is coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
we see your screen, yes.
Thank you so much. So challenges we face as educators. Yes.
I can mute and you on.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. Can you hear me?
Так.
Your voice is echoing, and also now we see Anna's
Yes.
last slide.
Yes. The
with
last
the
slide
bear.
is. I don't know why it is old one. No, I don't want bear anymore.
No,
And
no, this is not.
this is not. Yeah, I'm sure you might wait a bit. Yes. 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 So give me a second. So many panels. Very difficult to navigate. Okay, the DD slide, this one. Yeah, challenges we face as educator. Yeah. Can you see the challenges? Yes. Okay, let's go. So it is again a very provocative manner. Very provocative manner. Can you see the task on the screen? Very mathematically involved. Yeah, you have to find the minimum of two functions, and yeah, you can spend some time investigating, but looks scary, right? So at the same time, it is almost standard problem to undergraduate students in mathematics, optimization, and so on. But so these are like how answer is supposed to come. Yeah, and example of completed assignment, then different curves that could end up in optimum, and the different pictures. So that is a result of completed assignment of a student. So that was assignment. And that was the result generated by student. Okay? Did you see it? Okay, now I want you to have a brave assumption. What is the age of the student who completed this assignment? Okay, you can put it in the chat. So what is your guess? How old was a student who completed this assignment and did it successfully? You see beautiful graphs. And it was, I mean, best grade because students brought us pretty precise expected answer. I cannot see the chat. Do you see the chat, Anna? Can you tell me what are numbers are coming? Because I'm in presenter mode, so I cannot see the chat.
So 18 years old,
10
20
years
years
old.
old. No, 18,
18,
20,
20,
17,
70, okay.
first year student,
What is
15,
average? Like 16ish, yeah? 16.
average
About.
first year student, I
Just
think.
year student.
Yes.
It is.
From
So
16 to 18.
so now I will try to impress you. The student was 10 years old. 10. Yeah, 10 years old. It was done completely by AI. The student was the son of our colleague, Elizaveta. She is happy to have a 10 years old boy. He did not speak any English. He speaks only Russian and Finnish a bit. So what he did, he without zero understanding, he copy pasted the task that was like this. The copy pasted task, he sent it to ChatGPT, and then asked ChatGPT to translate it into Russian. And then he prompted ChatGPT, tortured ChatGPT until it generated some graphs with zero understanding of what it is, what is a minimum of two functions, 10 years old, yeah. So and somehow managed to translate it back into English and to submit. So that was a shock to me because I realized that what we check, what we believe is to be student deliverables, it can be first not student deliverables, and we never know if it is ChatGPT generated or it is actually in skills and knowledge of a student. Okay, so one big pain. So if you think about challenge one, we cannot believe anymore that what students brings us reflects the knowledge of student. And we can, as I put in the chat, we can play, not noticing elephant in the room and keep, okay, that is your very good grade, or maybe you can, are missing some typos, so you get 4 out of 5. But reality is that if you remember yesterday, even in Finland, country that never lies, 80% of students confessed that they cheat. And if they cheat, they did it perfect. Okay, one challenge. Challenge number 2. This is a graph developed by another student of us, Victor, who is a mathematician. So he likes statistics a lot. And he collected from year to year average amount of pages of student report. Average amount of pages. So there were assignments in our course. The course is a bit mathematically involved. It's called complex systems. And then you see the year 2022, ChatGPT appeared, right? So average amount of pages per assignment was 12, and very quick it became up to twice, it doubled. So last year we had to go through 25 average page assignment. We had to go through it because typically students believe that the more pages it is, the higher the grade. And typically it's really easy to generate pages with the help of AI. And it is another challenge, I would say, that now we have to chew a content that is mostly generated not by student, but by the artificial intelligence. For me, the biggest pain as a teacher was to go through the student report, to say this was good, this was nicely done, that was not nicely done, it is incorrect, and to realize that the whole report was generated by ChatGPT. So I'm not correcting a student, I'm correcting ChatGPT. I'm literally wasting my time on telling to ChatGPT what was wrong with it. And it is biggest pain. And honestly, I don't know how to fight with it, except we go back to oral exams, to written assignments, and to restriction on amount of pages. That's what we did. Now we introduce a rule that not anymore unlimited amount of pages will be read. So you have to condense to make your report, let's say, as long as 8 pages, for example. Okay, so that was another pain in the neck we experienced, and maybe that was an accumulation of all, let's say, pains and content redesign, what we teach, and assessment redesign in a view of what we get now in facing artificial intelligence. You see, content redesign, we realize that we have to teach critical analysis of what ChatGPT generated. Yeah, and we have to of course to take into account that ChatGPT or any AI is going to stay with student until the end of his or her life. So we have to learn how to make a symbiosis of student and AI to successfully fill the job market, be happy in life, and so on and so on. So we also have to redefine our role. That is particularly as painful as challenging, because we are not anymore a bearer of knowledge. No, the knowledge is nicely kept in the internet, and even more, ChatGPT can deliver it in very nice interactive form. So we have to understand, to digest it, and to understand what is our role. We have to be a guide. We have to be a friend. We have to be a bearer of skills and teach skills and so on. And finally, assessment is also a big pain, because as we just demonstrated, assessments no more present what students know, unfortunately. But we have to still evaluate what students know. And as we try to summarize our taking out that we generated together with a huge gathering of LUT teachers of our department, that we have to embrace it as a learning tool, not a scaring tool. We have to redesign assessment to prioritize thinking and process, integrate reflection and accountability, provide clear contextual AI guidelines. It is also very important, as yesterday was mentioned. We have to have a clear written policy for the class, for the nation, or for European Union, what is good and what is bad, what is allowed and not allowed to use AI. By the way, we forgot to say that there are 3 signs, like a street light in LUT. Red means AI is not allowed to use. Green is use it as the way you like, and the yellow use with restrictions and so on. Okay, and strengthen real-world and institutional connections, because again, we have to make our students ready for the job market. And if job market requires them to know AI, to know proper prompting, Then we have to also to teach it, and we have to make sure that they leave us, they leave the university, they leave our class with the skills that are appreciated by the job market. Okay. That was a quick emotional embedding from me on what are the challenges that we face. Almost ready. Anna is almost ready. I think I can quickly maybe stop the presentation. Yes, my presentation. And I know that there are still some questions, and maybe I stop sharing. Yes, I stop sharing. There was a Q&A questions. Maybe I'll ask right away. Like away. Can you specify who took part in the survey in Finland? Locals, native speakers, age, affiliation. Very nice. In the survey in Finland, they were mostly our colleagues. So they were teachers, a mix of native speakers and international staff. But majority were Finns, I would say. And the age would vary from a PhD level. PhD junior assistant could be 25 plus to retirement age that is 65 in Finland. Okay, so I answered live, done. And the one, as AI chats usually after first question give us idea of what to ask next, how to actually write prompts in the beginning to get a full response. A great question. It's about it's how to say it. We can open a class. Maybe Mariana, it's a good idea for the next initiative. You have to have a prompt engineering class or prompt engineering, I don't know, seminar. It is art/skill how to prompt artificial intelligence nicely. We can do different things. For example, we can work parallel with two AIs, prompting, cross prompting each other and seeing what happens. Or we can ask very nice question. Anna gave me advice on it. So you can prompt ChatGPT to prompt ChatGPT. So imagine that you have to prompt yourself how you would prompt to get most creative or most unexpected. So it's fun. I'm not qualified nor have enough experience how to do it the best, but I'm sure that you can fish out a lot of very nice information how to do it. And you have to be creative in a way. Okay, hopefully I answer it. Yeah, but sorry, it's a bit lame answer, but brave. Okay.
Do you think we can just...
Should we? Yes, we are ready. Anna, are you ready to?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go. Okay, then we go back to the results of the pool.
So
we can now share in Anna's screen. Aha, and this is a picture. Okay, super. Okay. Okay, can you now see Anna's screen?
Yes, we can see.
Super. Okay, go ahead.
So the idea is quickly show you the result of today's quiz, and then we will compare
different answers in different countries.
Yes. So this is your answers. So now we have mostly lecturers here. Have you used any AI tools? Yes, of course.
Okay.
In which areas are you using AI? Why I cannot see?
Mostly communication, mostly generating and preparing lectures, I think. Yeah, generating something I cannot see exactly, but and preparing I think lectures.
Here is
okay. Generating.
Often. So leader is
daily and weekly.
Which AI tools? The leader is generate text.
ChatGPT.
Maybe not ChatGPT.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
I asked focus
semantic AIs mostly. Yeah.
Text. And what benefits? Save time. Yes, this is the leader of all quizzes. Save time, support creativity, and idea generation. What is your main concern? Loss of critical thinking.
Plagiarism.
Data privacy. I feel optimistic.
Strongly agree. Strongly agree. Yeah, mostly agree. So we are optimists. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Mostly.
We share the feeling of being optimists.
Institution.
Aha, that is
So-
pretty important for administrative people who are with us. So you see, looks like not everything is perfect as far as support of AI use is done by administrators by arranging special skill up meeting workshops, communities or whatever. But I mean, we need more support in terms of professional, safe, responsible use of AI. Please. So if there are still vice rectors or heads of science no, Mariana says no, they left. No, we'll send them a message that it is needed. It is what clearly seen from this survey. Yeah.
So this will be developed in a form of recommendations by the hearers. So
Yeah.
we expect
Yeah,
something.
absolutely.
Yes.
Well, and pain points.
Thoroughly viewing, okay. No problem so far. Some students believe believe too much and strong. Extra lecture over how to use it. I start teaching other. Nice. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's.
Now I'm sharing my screen. Так.
Okay. So Anna is returning back to the presentation when we can compare results.
I cannot share my screen.
You can share your screen.
Yeah.
Share mine.
Why?
What happened?
What happened?
Okay. Should be possible. Sharing. Can I try to see? Zoom? Where is Zoom? Open Zoom panel. Click twice there. Share. Share, and yeah, and then you'll find your folder. Okay. See, professors are needed sometimes. Now we can see your PowerPoint. Yes.
Well, now you can compare.
Yeah, it's nice.
If anybody can see something on this slide, it is too small. Sorry. So here we can compare results of 3 workshops, and you see preparing lectures.
Yeah, I think that the landscape is almost the same.
Yes.
Of using AI. So I have been always telling that professors are similar through all the countries of the world.
Regarding how often do they? No, they перепутал. Sorry, I was in a big hurry, and okay, I will prepare in a better way and share this. But what we can see that your colleagues from Finland and from Desire project also mostly use for generate text.
Text generation.
Text generation, yes, and save times is the leader of all quizzes.
Save time, yes.
Support creativity, also the second, top 2. So this is very common. Main concern for Finland: data privacy, plagiarism, and loss of critical thinking. And As we remember, what was
Accuracy or bias in AI output. So people worry that sometimes the result is biased.
okay. Okay, let's not waste time with this. Here is, by the way,
It's a cloud of words.
and I will provide this result after the class
This
in a better way.
maybe quickly, because you show the previous slide, it's a bit funny. Yeah, which one? This one. What are the biggest pains? Yeah, and you see in Finland, like people don't have pain.
Yes.
Yeah, while in Moldova and in Georgia and in Armenia, so much pain of using AI.
Screens.
Yeah, 2 screens of pain.
Yeah.
It is kind of interesting. Why? Yeah. Okay, that's it. So we can go further.
We prepared these quizzes in different tools. The first two were performed in Mentimeter, and this one we are doing in Zoom. So this is the technical.
Yeah, it was in Mentimeter was easy to share the pain. Yes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, we are currently done. We are pretty late with our schedule. We are done just with interactive quiz, and right now we are facing examples of AI use in classroom, how we use it. What do we think? Should we still survive through through the lecture? We should have a quick, I don't know, because could be great to have break, honestly. But what do you think, Mariana, John, and everyone? Would it be
Okay, let's
up
have
to
just 5 minute break and then continue.
What do you think?
And so
I'm not sure it is who was doing.
We keep going?
Yes.
Okay, then possibly you can have
okay,
break.
then
You can have
yes.
unofficial break. I'm not saying it, but you can have. You are allowed. But while Anna will try to go ahead with the next title in the agenda, AI in the classroom, from different perspectives, and the biggest question is, we discussed a lot yesterday: can AI be creative? Can we realize that AI brings us something, how to say it, out of the box? And it is very interesting topic. Okay.
Yeah. In this section, we'll move from theory to practice, but first we will have brief overview of what current research tells us about AI in education. Exactly. When we'll discuss how this finding can inform curriculum design and the integration of AI into teaching. And finally, Leonid will share a case study from our own experience, a model of creativity and AI that we developed as part of the inventive design course. Based on systematic reviews of Gen AI in higher education, published between 2024 and 2026, we can roughly identify three dominant phases in the research discourse. When ChatGPT became widely available in late 2022 and early 2023, the dominant reaction of higher education was shock. The main concern was not how to use the technology, but how to control it. Research during this period focused heavily on plagiarism, academic misconduct, AI detection tools, and institutional policies. University rushed to update regulations while researchers investigated whether AI-generated text could be reliably detected and whether traditional assessment practices were still viable. In hindsight, this was largely a defensive phase. The central question was, how do we protect the university from AI? Around 2024, the conversation began to change. Researchers increasingly accepted that AI was not a temporary disruption, but a permanent feature of the educational landscape. As a result, attention shifted from prohibition to adaptation. The literature started discussing assessment and redesign, AI-assisted learning, AI literacy, authentic assessment, and new forms of student engagement. During this phase, the role of the teacher was increasingly described not as a provider of information, but as a mentor, facilitator, and designer of learning experiences. The central question became, if students have access to AI, how should teaching and assessment change? By 2025 and 2026, the discussion moved beyond tool and classroom practices. Researchers and international organizations began asking deeper questions about the purpose of higher education in an AI-rich world. Topics such as human agency, critical thinking, equity, inclusion, governance, and human-centered AI became increasingly prominent. Rather than asking whether AI should be used, scholars started asking what educational experiences should remain fundamentally human and which capabilities universities should cultivate, and intelligent systems can already perform many cognitive tasks. In other words, the debate evolved from technology to values, and the central question became, what is the purpose of a university education when AI can generate knowledge, explanation, and solution on demand? After the initial shock and adaptation phases, the research community gradually converged on a smaller number of fundamental questions. Interestingly, these questions are not really about ChatGPT itself, they are about education. The first question concerns assessment. If AI can already generate essay, reports, code, and even solve many exam-style tasks, then we need to ask what exactly we are evaluating. Are we assessing knowledge, skills, learning processes, or something else entirely? The second question is AI literacy. Increasingly, graduates are expected to work effectively with AI systems, yet universities are still debating what AI literacy actually means and which competences students should develop. The third question is equity. Optimists argues that AI can democratize access to knowledge and education support. Critics warn that it may reinforce existing inequities through unequal access, language biases, and differences in digital skill. Finally, there is a question of human agency. As AI becomes increasingly capable, researchers are asking whether the boundary between supporting human thinking and gradually replacing it. How much should we delegate to AI, and what capabilities should remain fundamentally human? Together, these four questions define much of the current international research agenda in AI and higher education for today. At this point, you may notice that much of the research discussion sound like a list of open questions. What should we do with assessment? What is AI literacy, etc., etc. But the field is not only asking questions. Over the last few years, several relatively stable conclusions have started to emerge. The first one is that simply banning AI doesn't really work. Students already use these tools, and in many cases, they use them outside institutional control. So the real question is no longer whether students use AI, but how they use it. This is why many universities have moved from prohibiting toward guidance, transparency, and responsible use policies. The second emerging conclusion is that assessment needs redesign, not just stronger surveillance. In the first reaction to ChatGPT, many institutions focused on detection. Can we identify AI-generated text? But research increasingly shows that this is not enough. The deeper problem is that many traditional assignments were designed for a world where students did not have access to powerful generative tools. So the task is not only to catch masses, but to design assessment that remain meaningful when AI is present. The third conclusion is that AI literacy is becoming a co-graduate competence. It is not enough for students to know how to write a prompt. They need to understand what AI systems can and cannot do, how to evaluate outputs, how to check sources, how to use AI ethically, and how to remain responsible for the final result. In other words, AI literacy is not only a technical skill, it is also critical, ethical, and professional competence. The fourth conclusion may sound paradoxical. The rise of AI makes human capability more important, not less. As AI becomes better at producing text summaries, explanations, and codes, the value shift toward judgment, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, ethical reasoning, and the ability to ask good questions. The more powerful the tool becomes, the more important is it, how humans use it. And finally, research is increasingly clear that AI is not automatically equitable. It can support inclusion, for example, by helping students with language barriers, disabilities, or limited access to individual tutoring. But it can also widen inequalities. Students and institutions with better access, better infrastructure, and stronger AI literacy may benefit much more than others. So equity does not happen by itself. It has to be designed into policy, teaching, assessment, and access. And also, yesterday on our panel discussion, we were discussing the case of this, let's say, action from Armenian side. You remember? So if we summarize the emerging research managed, it would be this: AI is higher education. AI in higher education, is not a temporary problem to be solved. It is a structural change that requires new form of assessment, new literacies, stronger human judgment, and deliberate attention to equity. Well, I think we can miss this point. I wanted to tell you about additional branch of research, critical perspective of AI in education, but we do not have time, and probably next time. And what else? This is the most practical slide. I'd like to recommend you one resource that I personally found very valuable, the European Digital Educational Hub. It is a professional community established with the support of European Commission, bringing together educators, researchers, policymakers, and...
May I quickly comment on? Thank you so much. I strongly advertise joining this hub. It's very easy to subscribe. Anyone can subscribe. And you are becoming in a loop of what is happening in digital or AI, AI-related matters. So really, you can click the link and you can subscribe yourself. And it's not annoying. It's once a month you get a newsletters. But it is cool to see all the updates on in digital domain and digital education in Europe. Sorry, yes, it's for me.
Okay. At this point, we have sketched the current research landscape of AI in higher education, and I will skip all the blah blah blah, of course, and let's go further. And to the practice, to the use case. And this is example of our two models, which are taught in the inventive design course. And the first half of the class, the first model is creativity and AI. And this, in the first half of this class, we have a lecture, and the four main themes of the lecture are intelligence and creativity. How can we define them both? Artificial and creativity, how does it work, if it even exists? Human plus AI symbiosis in creativity and research, and what benefits and risks might we face as we dive in. And the second part of workshop traditionally has plenty of creative and experimental tasks. And the second model is AI in innovative design. In the class, we talk about AI and in particular LLM abilities. I showed you some slide from this model and ability of LLM to solve inventive problems, try to develop a clear understanding of the mathematical and architectural foundation behind generative AI, how large language models actually work, focus on how to collaborate with AI systems thoughtfully and critically, treating them not as an oracle but as a tool. The second half of this model also is dedicated to group work, and we conduct a series of experiments and then discuss the result together. By the end of this session, students are able to apply informed and reflective strategies for human-AI co-creation. Reaching this format was not straightforward. In the early version of the course, we struggled with practical component. There was simply too much theory delivered by the instructor and not enough meaningful hands-on activity for students. We knew that discussing AI was not the same as learning to work with AI, but it was not always obvious what kind of activities would be genuinely educational rather than merely entertaining. Over time, however, we developed a number of exercises that proved both engaging and pedagogical valuable. Some are individual activities, while others are designed for collaborative work in a small group. The following slides show example of assignments completed by students after one of the lectures. We had one rather practical problem. We needed students to pay attention to a very dry document, the university's AI policy. So we turned it into an activity. We gave ChatGPT a link to the policy and asked it to generate a funny quiz based on the document. When we gave the quiz to students and not simply to complete it, but to evaluate it. The task was to check whether ChatGPT had missed any important points or introduced any hallucinations. Fortunately for us, it has done both. The students thoroughly enjoyed catching ChatGPT making mistakes, pointing out omissions and inaccuracies. And in the process, they ended up reading and understanding the university AI policy much more careful than they probably would have otherwise. And this is the example of one of our practical tasks. And one of the most interesting activities we had used several times in different versions is what we call the Turing test, Turing-like test assignment. The setup is quite simple. First, student receive a short inventive design task. They have about 15 minutes to propose one engineering solution and describe it in a way that could survive at least some initial criticism. After that, all solutions are collected in a shared folder and the actual experiment begins. The group is divided into roles: researchers, data scientists, designers, testers, and project manager. The students then prepare a mixed data set. Some texts are written by humans taken from real solutions, and some are generated by AI. Their task is to design the experiment carefully, decide how to process the text, how to prompt the AI, how many AI-generated and human-written solutions to include, and how to present the samples to the testers. In the recent version, the two course teachers acted as tester, Leonid and teaching assistant, Katrin. The students presented them with a set of anonymized solution text, and the teachers had to identify which one were written by student and which one were generated by AI. What was especially interesting is that despite the rather clever prompting strategies from the students, the teachers recognized almost all text correctly. However, one AI-generated solution was so good that Leonid said he genuinely liked it, even though he correctly classified it as AI-generated.
Yeah. May I also quickly, maybe previous slide if possible, Anna, I want to comment. This is very near my heart because I'm engineer, so I teach how creatively solve engineering problems. And at a certain moment, I realized that AI could successfully compete with a human as far as creative idea is needed. There was a pure technical problem, some vibration or oil leak, and I wanted students to generate ideas how to solve it. And some of them were human generated, some of them are AI generated. And as Anna said, I was good enough to tell apart student solution from AI solution. But what was bad for me that I liked AI solution. I would say, yeah, as an engineer, I like it. The fact is, it was not very creative. Maybe it could not be patented. Yeah, it is not out of box solution, conceptual view, but solution was still good, to solve the problem. That is the thing. So you see, I still say it with the iron in my voice that I cannot be creative in terms it cannot generate patentable solution, out of box solution. Yeah, but AI can be very good enough to show conventional, most expected technical solution that we can call creative or not creative, but as far as problem is solved, it does not matter. Okay, so that is very interesting experience, and I'm reading comments of Asya Kosayan from Polytech of Armenia. It's very, very interesting what you are doing because looks like we are knocking the same door, so we need to talk. Okay, thank you.
Well, another activity became particularly popular with students is called Master Shifu, class from Master Shifu. The challenge is to take a highly technical scientific paper on an unfamiliar topic and transform it into a short presentation that would be understandable, engaging, and intellectually accessible for high school student. Students work in teams with different roles. Researchers focus on understanding the article and collaboration with AI to explain difficult concept. A critic is responsible for fact-checking. The editor simplifies the language and improves clarity. Designer creates a visual presentation. A teacher prepares the explanation and learning activities. And the project manager coordinates the process. The goal is not simply to summarize the paper, but to develop intuition and communicate complex ideas in a way that makes sense for a non-expert audience. What you will see next is an example of a presentation produced by participants based on rather intimidating research paper titled Contextual and Combinatorial Structure in Sperm Whale Vocalization. Despite the complexity of the original article, the team managed to turn into a coherent and engaging lesson. We also included several, so this is an example. And we also included several individual assignments. This ranges from creating a traditional Japanese haiku with translation, pronunciation, and AI-generated illustration, to designing original digital artifacts such as sticker packs, posters, banners, or greeting cards. The goal was to encourage students to explore AI as a creative partner and to develop their own ideas rather than simply consuming generated content. So this is example of result. One more bear.
One more outcome.
One more outcome.
Coming out of bear.
Thank you for bearing with me.
Yeah, thank you for bearing it with me.
Yes. Let us now summarize the section. We discussed the experience of teachers from Finland and Armenia, compared the survey result, and reflected on the concerns that educators in different countries share when thinking about AI in education. We also looked briefly at current research of how AI is changing education, and more broadly, how it may affect human cognition, agency, and everyday life. So let's say for thousands of years, technology extended human physical abilities, then it extended our memory, but now it is beginning to extend our thinking abilities. So perhaps the central question is not whether AI will become smarter than human, but what happens to human when more and more cognitive functions are outsourced beyond the human mind. After that,
People ask to dance, and can you make it dancing? People want to dance.
like this.
Yes. Okay. You can keep going.
After that, Leonid and I shared examples of how, following the AI roadmap adopted at LUT last year, we are integrating AI into our own courses, including the model of creativity and AI. We have shown our many examples, and we have much more. Shared useful resources, and hopefully offered some inspiration for your own teaching practice. Now we will move to practical part. Since we have limited time, we will not work in a group today. And first we will have a small break, but when we will prepare options for individual tasks, and you can start.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Attention.
Okay, Anna, thank you. Thank you very much. This was really very engaging, your presentation. But let's really have a break. So 5 minutes or 10 minutes? What do you think?
10 minutes.
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
I think
Okay.
We deserve 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yes. Okay, then we will have 10 minutes break, and the participants please come back to our session on time, and see you shortly.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
See you
Yes.
soon.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Так, can you mute?
I need to pause recording for a while. Always, yes. So now we are recording again.
Yes. And I quickly give floor again to
Yes,
Anna
thank you.
for hands-on exercise. Yes, human and
yeah.
AI collaboration. So I'm very much looking forward how it will take place, how it will be organized.
Okay, Anna wants me to be the bad cop who gives the tasks and assignments. So of course it's more traditional role for me as a professor. So now we will try to force you to have some practical hands-on with any AI you have available, subscribed or not subscribed. It doesn't matter. It should work. So we have two tasks to choose. Yeah, both of them are about how to effectively process information that you obtain through AI and generate an output. Task number one would be, could you please, based on the materials that we shared with you, also have a look in the chat, to develop a poster for your colleagues about the contents of the seminar during these 2 days that we try to present. I repeat again, task number one, using all materials we shared with you, and we are going to share more in the chat. So could you please develop a poster about what you have gone through during these 2 days? Okay, and task number two, it came out of blue almost this morning. There were multiple requests about having a certificate. And we concluded with Anna and Marianna that, yeah, it's not good that we don't have certificate. But as any initiative should be punished, so we suggest you to develop a kind of version of certificate, or we will call it a badge, a digital badge of participation. So it's a little bit more artistic task. So could you please develop a digital badge of participation and survival through 2 days technical assistance seminar? So, and the best version will be shared as official badge of certificate of participation in the seminar. Okay. So again, I know that you have to repeat the task many times before the class digests it. So task number 1, create a poster about what you went through during these 2 days. And task number 2, develop a version of digital badge of participation through the of seminar of using AI in education. Okay, was I correct?
Wait.
Yes, I'm wait. Okay. Even Anna prepared already the task. Can you see it on the screen? Hopefully you can see in the screen.
Yes.
And we copied it in a chat in textual form, and I told it 2 times. So I think students now are ready to go through. So please try your best. You have 20 minutes. Let's agree we have not half an hour. We have 20 minutes for it. So we will start collecting and observing the results at 17 minutes past 4 Armenian time. You please, very good question, where to send? Please upload it to the chat.
As a document.
Yes, as a document, as a document. Hopefully you can do it. I'm
Not sure.
Yes. Can you upload documents as attendee? Can you check if you have an option to upload a document from your computer or not as attendee? No, only emotions. Okay, then we will share a link to a Google Drive where you can upload it. Give me 5 minutes to do it. So the link will be shared in a chat, in a screen, everywhere. Okay, but you can start your creative work. Thank you so much, Arman, for the question. It's yes. Okay, please share.
What?
Share again what? My bank account. What should I share?
The text of the tasks are in chat and are on the screen. In chat, you can find links, and on the screen, you can find a sample of badge of participation.
One of 2. Or task 1 or task 2, you can choose. Better the account.
Which can help us to create a poster. Yes, we shall share. We need to share our presentation.
Now share presentation. I will share my presentation immediately of the day 1. Wait a second. Yes. Okay, I'm sharing my presentation. It is coming. So my presentation of the first day is being shared. What else we need to share?
And can you create a copy of my presentation, which is open now? Create a copy.
Okay.
Maybe create a PDF.
Okay, which presentation? I cannot open your presentation because it's...
This might be...
This one?
Closed.
This? Okay, closed. Okay, next. Closed. This one?
This one, yes.
Okay.
Make PDF.
Yeah, I understand. But you cannot enjoy dancing bear from PDF. Okay, I'm uploading now Anna's presentation also for your
You
pleasure.
need to rename it.
No, why? Day 2, Anna.
Draft.
It's
not,
okay.
It's not,
It's not a draft anymore. It doesn't matter. It's not a draft, by the way. It's original one. Okay, now it's Anna's presentation. Okay, good. So you're all busy already. So, and we go and make accessible Google Drive. Okay. Should I'm a bit worried that that one that was shared with Marianne is not, it requires a lot of. Okay, I will do quickly my one. Okay, and then we'll share with it.
But the main thing that the access must be
All for all.
for
Yeah.
because link.
I will try my best. Yeah. Anyone could be editor, yeah? I think so. Yeah, organize, add, edit.
Anyone with the link, yes, editor.
Editor, super. Okay.
Теперь в чат.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, Mariana Jan, if you are not doing exercise, could I kindly ask you to click on the Google Drive link in the chat to see if you can enter the space? Is it accessible by you?
May I say, I just entered the link. It works.
Naira,
Yes,
thank you
it
so
works.
much.
Yes.
Super. Okay, now it's open to everyone, so we can enjoy a gallery of results, please. Okay, so it's a, and maybe we can, should we put it here?
Time.
Yes, the time is to 17, so it's still 13 minute to go. 13 minutes, 13 minutes to go.
Так, what you want me to do? You asked.
To do the same as students. Can you try to
Ah,
quickly maybe if you share your screen and you show students how you would do it, it would be very nice. Or your first steps, what do you think? Is it doable? Can you? Oh, don't look at me like this. Try. Yes, try. This is the destiny of teacher.
if I do this, I'd say that the sample is very good. No need,
Just
need
try.
redesign.
Try, please.
No, actually, when I start something like this, first I ask ChatGPT how can I.
Why you don't ask? Are you sharing screen? Because it would be cool if you do. Showing how do you work as a professional. Why? Why?
I'm not professional. Why am I professional?
Don't say it aloud. It's recorded.
Had done something similar when I generated audio of GPT expert.
But
I tried several instruments. Google Studio and
Show how it works. That is most appreciated.
okay, people can't open.
I can open it. I can't. Google Drive.
We have 3 submissions, yes,
Already?
I see by now, yes. Mhm. One of them is Arman Abramian,
Mhm.
our colleague from Luneo. So Sotanik can't open the folder.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And
But
Marva Dasaryan.
yeah, I'm seeing something too. Nice. There are already very nice
Maybe
certificates with a fake of my signature, and that is very cool. Mhm. Sorry, Mariam Can.
yes, maybe those who cannot access Google Drive send to our email address, and I will upload them here. Maybe we can try this way. So as
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes.
so. Dear participants, if you do not have access to Google Drive, so send your tasks, the completed tasks, to the email address that you see in the chat, and we will upload it quickly here. Let me check.
Okay, some people succeed, some people don't. Sorry for this. But you can send it by email. I see already 7 examples.
And I uploaded one here.
Nice, nice, nice.
Excuse me.
Somebody used Gemini. That is cool. Thank you for being part of the future. I like the slogan. Be careful with dates. Date is set like 30th of May 2025. That is not, again, 30th of May, while we are in June, sorry, and year 2024. Nice. Okay. Aha. So it's already maybe around 10 submissions. We can have a quick gallery. Aha. Arman did already 2. I am the author of this badge. I could skip the second assignment. That's fun. Oh, that's cool.
It will probably
AI
kill us,
probably
but
kill
still
us.
it can still happen. Cool.
Okay. That's a funny summary of the seminar. Nice. We will share it really soon. Yeah. So we have only 5 minutes to go. Please, unless you've already done, uploaded what you have done, so we can enjoy. How to upload? How to upload the badge? Try Google Drive. That the link was above, or send it directly to Mariana, info@erasmusplus.am. Okay, Lucine managed to send the poster because she has a panelist access, right? Because
It's not,
I always mix up you with Lucine because your account is Lucine Mariana. Sorry.
Mariana, maybe you could upload to Google Drive all the files you have got.
Okay.
If possible, yes.
So that they
Yes. I was just trying to show you the results. Yes, but now I will upload right there. Okay.
Some people send by email. It's cool.
look, I can see only this empty.
Okay.
I don't know why. Now I can see it. A lot of
Nice.
pages, and they look really
We will
nice.
quickly go through all of them, I swear.
So I've uploaded. There were
Nice.
2 answers here. Let me check once again. Monica. Yes.
Okay, 2 minutes to go. Please. Nice. Look at this. Cool. Very nice poster from Christina.
Check the details because I'm just looking at another one and there are some mistakes in timeline.
Happens, yes.
Check the text.
Okay, 1 minute to go.
If you open poster two,
Dear colleagues, I kindly ask you to upload what you have because in 1 minute we will start quick going through the results. And maybe selecting the best or official badge for TAM seminar. Okay, time is up. So, dear colleagues, thank you so much for sharing not only lecture in passive form but also active exercise. So let's quickly enjoy the results. So I'm sharing my screen, and I'm going to the drive. Yes, it is here. Yes, can you see my screen now? Okay, let's
Yes.
go through. Okay, so look how our creativity blossoms when it is AI supported. Yeah, okay. This is very nice, but no dates. Yeah, this is also very nice, but also no dates. This is a poster that is pretty cool. Look, everything here. Licensed Armenia National Strategy, everything cool. Okay. Notebook LM, nice. Technical assistant mission. This is what I said. This was from Christina. Pretty precise, pretty sharp, nice faces, I would say. Day 1, day 2, everything is here. Cool. I'm sure it's ready for sharing for colleagues. Yeah, you can definitely do it. This is badge. Everything is nice with international experts. I'm so proud. We are so proud to be international experts. Yeah. Digital badge from Arpine. Cool. Arpine, maybe, sorry. This is very standard, like last century, but very, very reputable, I would say. Seminar, badge of participation, cool. It's May 30th, 2025. The date is not correct. And here also date May 30th, 2025. But I like it's a bit more futuristic. Anna want to say something? Anna.
May, June.
Yeah, I'm saying this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that is cool. Course completion certificate. Very nice. Cool. That can be used, but it would be great to have this details. That is TAM, European Union stuff. We are grateful. Yeah. Kazan Cathedral in St. Petersburg resembles a little bit. Certificate of attendance. This is very nice, and also is everything is correct and specific. Badge certification and how I created with AI. Beautiful.
25.
Yeah, the date is missing in 2025, but what I like a lot, it's exactly what we expect from students. That okay, I bring you something, but I explain how I use AI to generate it. Super. Key takes away. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nice. Okay. Also, it's even with
Beautiful.
yes, it is beautiful and with smartphone generated. Wow, that's like ready for 3D printing, or even like a physical one. Looks like we can think about it, Mariana. We can award it with like a out of gold. And or this one, very nice. Anna Makrichan, super. Yes, badge of participation, LUT Finland. Yeah, this is really cool because I think that's all. We are going already. No, still not. Siranush, very nice. Oh, I love this emblem. Like two people talking to each other through heart, and heart produce blossoms. Very nice, very romantic. It's cool. Okay, Erasmus Plus is here. That is very nice. The date is missing only 23rd of June of any year, but it's okay. Okay. Uliana did it right. Okay, I think we are done with it. There are two funny examples from Arman. Very quickly, he was maybe 3 minutes very professional. That one was a certificate. Oh no, so that was a kind of a caricature form of what happened to us during these 2 days. But I like it's in general positive, and warnings are here, and abilities of AI is here. So you can also share it to your colleagues in a informal way, telling what happened to us. And here is I like a lot, very. I am the author of this badge pose. Who are the author of this badge? The AI or Arman? And I could have skipped the second assignment. Okay. Super. Thank you so much for your initiative, for your emotions. That was just the most important most important part of the seminar, I would say. Okay, I'm stopping sharing, and I need to say that oh, it's still sharing. Stop sharing, please. Okay, and there are some people who want to say something. Okay, should we, Mariana Jan, can we allow people to speak a bit? No?
Yes, indeed. We can take 1 or 2 questions, maybe
Okay,
from
super.
participants.
Very nice.
Well, we will end at
Okay,
4:30
Anna,
maybe.
where is the first?
Yes.
Anna Jan, please, the floor is yours. Anna,
Yes.
we can hear you. Okay, Anna, you are. Okay, chat again, promote to panel. I don't know how to make it easy. Okay, I will try to promote it to panelists quickly. Anna, can we hear you?
Yes,
Decline.
Anna is
You
here,
declined.
here.
You declined to be promoted to panelist. Okay, we can give it some time. Asya wants to talk. Asya Jan, can you hear us? Can you unmute yourself and talk? Can you try to unmute yourself? Okay. I asked to unmute. I try to do everything I can. Okay, Asya is joining the panelist. Yeah.
Okay.
Asya.
Hello, thank you very much for your information. All today it was very nice. I have good information, very quality and useful. And what a pity I can't have this certificate. Maybe Marianne help me.
We will.
Later, not now.
Okay.
Thank you very much. It was very, very good. Oh, everything is very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes.
And when I meet with you, Mr. Chechurin, and I can explain about my project. Yes?
Okay, of course. Let's talk about it. Okay, now we can see you. Very nice, Asya. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Super. Okay, great, Anna. We can you unmute yourself? Anna Miranjan. We can see that you are panelist. You cannot skip it now. Can you unmute yourself and talk?
Anna Amirian, Garek Yuselmens.
Yeah, something is happening. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Are there any raised hands? Let's see.
No more requests to talk. So then maybe, Mariana, we will gradually come to the conclusion.
Yes, to the conclusion. Yes, just a note for those. I noted the request from Asya Kosyan to have a certificate. So we will prepare this jointly with LUT and with Professor Chechurin, and all of those who want to get a certificate, if it is essential for some purposes. Okay, write to us to our email address, and we will prepare certificates of participation for those who need it urgently or for whom it is essential. Though, let me remind you that this was not the aim of this technical assistance mission, but we will do it with pleasure since it's important for you. So, and I would like now to thank you everyone for the active participation, for the engagement throughout these 2 days, and specifically day 2, I believe, was more practical with lots of tasks, and we saw lots of engagement from the participants. I would like to express sincere appreciation. Thanks to Professor Leonid Chechurin and Anna Kruzenshtern for sharing not only their expertise, but also practical experience and inspiring examples from LUT University. Yes, let's give a huge applause. Can I have your likes and everything? Because this was something really unique and amazing. Thank you very much for your time, your contribution, and it was, very engaging and very informative, really. So thank you for what you have done, and I hope that there will be more opportunities to collaborate with you, with your team. And maybe, yes, we will have a follow-up meeting sometime soon, and would be glad to hear more from LUT experience and from your own experiences. Thank you for this very much. I also thank all participants again for the engagement, insightful questions, willingness to explore together how artificial intelligence can support higher education. And of course, just before you leave, we would like to have your feedback. Narajan, can you please share the QR and
Yes,
the
I can.
link? Yes, it is very important for us to have your feedback. It will help us to improve our work further. And yes, we will consider this as guidelines for our next missions, technical assistance mission. Yes, and can you see the screen? Can you go through the QR quickly?
I can see the screen, but I will not go through the survey.
Okay, I will. I was addressing the participants, and yes, about the materials, everything will be uploaded in the folder. And I hope we will have today's presentations as well. Yes, Anna, we will have your presentations, the final versions that we can upload to the folder. And yes, so thank you very much. And we're looking forward to meeting you during our upcoming Erasmus Plus events. Yes, and very much looking forward to collaborating with you, Leonid and Anna, in our future endeavors. Yes, so thank you. Thank you very much. So if you have any concluding remarks, please, Leonid, go ahead. Yes.
Anna, do you have any concluding?
Anna, yes. Anna is here, yes.
Say something concluding.
How do you like Armenian audience?
It is very, very nice audience, very, very reactive, very, how to say it, open, ready to discuss. And yeah, it's honestly, it is much more difficult to work in Finnish audience, in which you have to work hard to get emotions, feedback, reaction. So it's a pleasure. It's totally pleasure to work with you.
Yes,
I cannot work it. I cannot call it work. I mean, it's like spending time, having fun together.
Yes, thank you. So thank you really very much. Have a nice day. And yes, all the best. All best wishes to you, Anana, yes, and to our wonderful participants. Thank you very much and see you sometime soon.